here at Keene State, we try to diversify the population of trees as much as we can. There are 44 different species of trees here at Keene State College. It's a bad idea to have a monoculture of trees because if there is an insect or disease that spreads to a particular species, it'll wipe out the entire population. Something like that happened to the Dutch elm disease was a good example of that because Keene was loaded with elm trees and now there are very few. The city of Worcester recently experienced the same thing with maple trees, where all the Norway maple trees, many of them got wiped out because of the Asian longhorn beetle. So you try to diversify the population as much as you can so that if you lose one species of tree, you don't lose everything. So that's what we try to do. We do have quite a few species, quite a few honey locust trees on Appian Way. If something really attacked those, it would be devastating to the look of Appian Way. It would take years to get that back, and so it probably wasn't a good idea at the time, but that's what we have.
No, I really don't think so. If you just look around when you're walking like to class, you just see a bunch of white people.
It's a lot different than New York City. In New York, you know, you walk down the street and you'll see like 15 different, you know, ethnicities. It's no biggie. And here, I remember the first day in school going to orientation, and I maybe saw one black dude.
Yeah, I'm content with the fact that I'm going to a minimally diverse school just because of the fact that my high school and town was predominantly white.
Yeah, to a degree. I mean, there's not a whole lot, but there's some.
City of Keene itself and Keene State College, and most of the people that come here or come to the United States from other countries tend to migrate to the big cities or the suburban areas. So, you know, to come to a small town like Keene is very stressful unless there is a large congregation of people of like a culture, for instance.
One, I'm in the multicultural group, and there's like 20 students. Of how many? Mm-hmm. That's the first thing. Food. You know, how many like variations of foods do we have in the DC? You get what I mean? It's just like stir-fried pizza, burger. You get what I mean? Mm-hmm. Clam chowder, which is like just a soup, you know what I mean? And then, well, sports is kind of diverse. I'm the only black guy on the soccer team. You get what I mean? Swim team, I don't think there are any. You know what I mean? Well, basketball team, you know, basketball team is like, okay. But all the other teams are like one or two person of like a different group, not even just the same black, you know. What else is there? Teachers. Look at the teachers, like, you know, well, there's like 3 or 4 teachers that are not white.
Most of the ones I see are here to play a sport, so their coach gets them to come here. So I believe they fit in that way. So in regards to their team aspect, they fit in as an athlete, but according to the school and like academically, I feel like they don't fit in as much, but I feel like they sort of embrace that role of just being an athlete.
So you see a lot of these people, although their origin may be from the Congo, the Sudan, Haiti, Jamaica, their parents moved here at a very early stage in their life, where even though they have some roots to their original upbringing, they have now become citizens of whatever, the United States or Canada or whatever. So it's a strange situation when you talk about diversity, because a lot of times you just think of African Americans and that's diversity. That's only a very small part of it.
At Keene State, I have 3 black friends here, which is hilarious.
What about Asian?
I have 1 Asian friend. That's horrible.
Hispanic?
Hispanic? I would say 4 or 5. 1 guy's pending.
Bathrooms are always an issue, and legally I can't go into the guy's bathroom. But on the days that I am passing as male, and I have to, for whatever reason, because I can't find a unisex bathroom on campus, because they're hard to find, I have to go to the girls' bathroom. I always get, like, you know, those catty girls who either stare or, like, make a comment like, you shouldn't be in here.
Them treating me differently in a good or a bad way, or it's just like sometimes people just don't really know how to react to my blindness. You know, they maybe don't want to say certain things, or they kind of act awkward, or you know, some people are just like, I guess, shy to, you know, they don't, you know, maybe they're kind of scared of me or whatever. But you know, I've definitely, I've had you know, not many times, but like a few times where like people have made fun of me, or like, you know, usually when they're drunk or something, you know, and like, I try to not let it bother me, you know, but at the same time, it hurts.
Just like really derogatory comments made towards them, or things that people, like words that people use that you don't realize are really hurtful, even if it's just a joke, like on campus or whatever.
Nothing I haven't heard before. It's just the usual, like, hey, you're a terrorist, go blow that up, go blow this up. But I mean, like, I've heard it all, so it's something.
I have seen times at a party where a white person won't let let's say a black guy or a Hispanic woman of any race, I guess I would say, but not a white person, into a party because of their race. And I think that's wrong.
Generally, on the surface, everything always seems cool and everything. But, like, just by non-verbal communication, you can just tell that, like, there's a whole cauldron of dark emotions, like greed, envy, lust, and stuff like those going on in the background. But everybody's, like, on the front, like, it's America. Things are judged as they seem and not what they are, so everybody makes it seem as though everything's fine.
I would say it is 85% white and 15% other.
Somewhere around 93%.
People who are not white, I think it would be wow, that's tiny. That's less than 1%. That's less than 1%. You know what I mean? If there's 20, which I don't, you know what I mean? 20 off 6,000. That's like 0.003. Yeah.
85-15, like, probably.
I'd say it's 90%.
Definitely like 90-ish.
Probably not, because I would have felt very uncomfortable, I think the right word is, to come here and be the minority.
I really don't think so. I don't think I would be able to deal with that.
Why?
Just because I've never been in a situation like that, and I feel like it would just be weird to be in the minority.
Would you feel, like, uncomfortable about it?
I would definitely feel a little uncomfortable, at least at first. I'm sure I'd get used to it, but I don't think I'd be able to deal with it right away.
I'd feel a little bit alone, you know, I'd feel a little bit out of place.
So it's hard to say, but if I'm being honest, it definitely would have made me question coming here.
when I just got here, like that's what I felt when I just got here. But like after a while, it's slightly changing. It's changing a little by little by little. Like every semester there's like 1 or 2 more or 3. This semester there was like 4 new ones that I know personally, and like 3 Asians. You know.
Because as I said earlier in this interview, I have only really seen white people on campus as opposed to African Americans or Hispanics or people of other races. So I think they're trying, but as of right now, I don't think they're succeeding.
And it seems that every president that we get, and I've been here 43 years and 6 or 7 presidents now, has a different take on what diversity should be at Keene State College. And I think every new president wants to increase diversity at the college, but again, it takes funding to increase diversity.
I think they're trying. I mean, I think they're definitely saying the word trying. I don't think there's anything they can do. Where are they going to go? Hold a sign and go, black people come here.
Not entirely sure that they're doing everything they can to bring in diversity from all other places.
I mean, we don't get NESN, which is a New England Sports Network channel, but for some reason we get the Black Entertainment Channel. I don't even know black people that like that show, so I don't really understand why we get that over NESN. That's just something that blows my mind that we might need to talk to the dean or someone about, maybe admissions or housing or career advice or something. I just want NESN. I like to watch the Bruins, and I can't watch the Bruins because no one on campus is watching the Black Entertainment Channel, but we still have it. Black people don't watch the Black Entertainment Channel. No one likes that show.